I would like to give a little view what is study literary works actually. Study of literary is the study of written works of the imagination, of which poetry, drama, and narrative fiction constitute today the most student and teacher of literature. However, see it as a more complex matter.
The first one I would like to talking about psychology, study of literary works in psychology element. First one we must to know about psychology according to Dakir 1999. Psychology discusses human behavior in relation in environment. Psychology element in literary according to Mindrops 2010 55 literary psychology is a study that examines the psychological reflection in the characters presented in such a way by the author so that the reader feels eluded by the psychological problem contained in literary works. According to Kinanti 2006, literary psychology conducts in the study of psychological activity for both writer and readers in form of literature. For the strength in the psychology elements, the first one is very suitable to study effect of character in depth, and the second, it provides feedback to author or others that about the character's problem they develop. And the last is, it is very helpful to analyze surrealist, abstract, absurd, and perhaps fantastical literary works and can ultimately help the readers understand such a work. The secondly, we talking about the weakness. So the first one is the main wealth of knowledge, psychology, otherwise in the approach in the difficult to implement. And the second is many abstract things are difficult to reason and solve because information about the behaviors and motivations of the actor is not. And the last is, it is difficult to know the relationship between the action and another action shown by the character.
Hello, this is Aima Hafiz. So, I would like to talking about study of literary with sociology element. Understanding sociology and literature contrasty to domino thinking. It can be briefly explained that sociology is an objective and scientific study of humans in society, a study society and of social process. The similarities between sociology and literature are shown through two fundamental aspects, namely genetic similarities are because literature comes from society, while structural similarities are because both have relatively the same structure. The strength is the literary studies can understand and examines literary works from the sociology of the author, the sociology of the works, and the sociology of the reader. The weakness. Human adaptation in society is a soft food for writers to create imaginatively. That is why sociology and literature always have a significant meeting point. Towards literature may be able to produce high achievement in showing the causes of the creation of the literary works, but they as literary critics fail because they do not judge a literary works based on the literature. They shift the view of the social causes to an assessment of their effects.
Literary with religion element. How are literary and religion relate? The word of Indonesia literature with will not forget the Regnus Memorandum which states that literary works should not appoint religion and should not affect public morality. However, according to the outdoor opinion, the religion in question is a formal religion that's reference to a particular religion, not the basic spirit of religion. Taking about literary and religion means having to look at whether there is a religion included in a literary work, or is there a word? Such a literary genre is the result of a combination of two cultures with different backgrounds. Okay, the next, the strengths. Number one, adding exercise that relates religion values into the topic touch. Number two, insert the names of religion figurants, place or event in the edit exercise. Number three, attaching questions from scriptures that are relevant to the topic in the main learning material. Number four, mixing the typical religion expressions with English expressions that are in accordance with the main learning material. The next, the weakness. Number one, the reference syllabus is not designed for some introduction. Number four, the topic in the main learning material and the media used were not selection based on religion values. Number three, not all of the learning activity or only must carried or during the teaching and learning process combine the point of view of religion value with the point of view of language teaching. Number four, interested religions views only foundation as an excrement material, not as content of legislation.
The ready with cultural elements. According to Q 1988, literature comes from the root word Sanskrit means directing, teaching, and instructing. The Civic Term tools means so actually literature means a collection of tools for teachings, books, instruction, or good teaching books, such as Silpasastra architecture, Kamasastra workfit. In the following diploma, literary words are often combined with the prefix su, so that it becomes literature, which is interpreted as the result of a good and beautiful creation. In contemporary theory, literature are associated with the characteristic of imagination and creativity, which in turn is the only characteristic of literature. There are many definitions about culture. The oldest and broadest definition comes from E.B. The strength of literary with cultural elements. Number one, provides an imaginative experience. Number two, understanding the nature of life. Number three, influence people action. And the weakness of literary with cultural elements. Number one, this can make students only learn a language is not complete if they are not introduced to social-cultural aspect of the language. Number two, make students confused because they learn a new culture with foreign language.
Briefly, in the study of literary works with the extrinsic elements psychology, sociology, religion, and culture, we discuss how literature works with these four elements including psychology, sociology, religion, and culture. In the paper above, discuss the meaning of these elements where psychology is related to psychology and human behavior. Sociology is the relationship between human and other individuals. Religion is the belief of each individual, and culture in the activity of certain individuals or groups,
which is done for generation. So, from all of that, literature and the five elements are related to each other. In psychology, literature, which is a study that reflects the mental condition of the character person, as well as social, which is more concerned with similarities in humanity and their relationship with other individuals. The next way of working literature and religion itself is a study that aims to convey the basic of teaching, contained in certain religious values, and cultural. Literature is to explain human activities and beliefs held by a certain group of people. And don't forget to also discuss the advantage and disadvantage of the literary learning system in studying literature through great elements.